Soul Family. I don't know where to go. I don't know if we should stay in here where it's cool. I've got so many different choices of things that we could choose from as far as the items that we want to pick from. And then, of course, there's outside. Ooh, I just watched this guy dive off the back of a boat. He just dove off of that party boat. Maybe we should go down to the dock. You want to go down to the dock? A little pier, you know. I mean, I've got a view of all of that. I don't think I get to see as much when I'm down there. Spirit says to look at things from a higher perspective. So when I'm down on the water, we get a closer view of different kind of messages. We get different things up here. It's noisy down there. It's been really windy, so I was thinking before I would take the canoe out, right? But it's hot. And look, these milky peaches, I'm as white as a ghost. I would be fried out there. And I thought, well, maybe go out later, but then, yeah, you know what? It's going to be noisy down there. It's Sunday fun day. I think we'll stay up here. And I guess we'll go here. You know what? I'll bring the fan out. I'll do it out here like we did last time. Okay. So what we're going to do. Oh, it does feel so good in here, though. Oh, my God. It feels amazing in here. But animal messengers, I don't know. I'm going to put the fan right here. We'll put it like that, like I had it last time. And we'll come in here and we'll see. I don't even know the deck to use. Merlin? What's that, Merlin? Hanging out in there? Gosh, I'm looking at all my adventures. My pith hat. I wore this when I was up in, hey, I got my, you know what? This is funny. I had my hair in braids when I was up there. And I wore this hat. I did, I wore this hat on my holiday. You think that that's crazy? Told you I'm a little crazy. My friend Jack has a movie called A Little Crazy. I posted it the other day. I hope you guys watched it because there was a lot of really super cool messages that you guys should take a look at. Hold on, something's weird with my hat. Oh, you know what? I had it on backwards. Okay, that's kind of weird, right? What's up with that? I didn't even know I had my hat on backwards. So I had it on backwards. That's interesting. So, okay, I'm wearing my pith hat outside. There's a reason for this. You know what? I think what we'll do is we'll use the pith hat and the choices of the animal messengers will be on the pith hat. Okay, so then we have to ask, first of all, I can't even see right now. My eyes are blurry, so that's good. My eyes are blurry. So I'm not choosing by name, I'm choosing by energy. Oh, God. I hate it when I do this to myself. I'm drawn to things that I wouldn't, it's so interesting. It's when I don't look with my visual eyes, I'm drawn to things that I wouldn't normally be drawn to. So I'm getting myself messages and lessons, right? I'm getting smacked. I told you guys I get smacked all the time. Okay, geez. We're getting stuff that I wouldn't normally choose. Really? Maybe it's just because I'm bored with the same old thing. You know, Aries people, we get bored. We do. Get bored. We got to keep ourselves busy. That's why I was talking earlier about my spiritual twin with that ball. You know, she gets bored really easy. Give her something to play with, because if you don't, she's going to be freaking getting herself in trouble. Oh my God. Ooh. And with that, I got the last messenger. Okay, let's see if we can carry all of these without making a disaster of it all. Ugh. I keep choosing more and more. Okay. What fell? Here, we're going outside. We're going out. Okay. So here I was up in San Simeon, up by Hearst Castle, and I had, I'm wearing this pith hat, and I was climbing eucalyptus trees, which is this leaf here. Oh, you'll get it with the messages. You know what? You're gonna just chill up here for a second. I'm gonna put you down right here. I'm gonna wrap my little trusty little. I like this little thing, this little tripod. It's all bendable. So I'm gonna put you guys around You guys are just going to chill out there for a second. All right? I'll be back. It doesn't look as sexy this way because I hung it on the wall to display the feathers. So I had to do it like that. I was wrong again. This is really weird. No, I wasn't. So that's interesting. So the front looks like the back. The front looks like the back. It's really not much different. While the back of the brim is a little longer. So what does that tell you? The front looks like the back. The front looks like the back. Trying to figure out what that means. The front looks like the back. The beginning looks like the end. The end looks like the beginning. The beginning looks like the end. That's what it means. The beginning looks like the end. Oh my God, it's the end, but it's just the beginning. And you know what? When I put my outfit together, look, I'm gonna get stuck on my earrings. This looked not quite so turquoise. I'm all about matchy match. I like things to match. So we'll do it like that because that bugs me. Okay, so we are, and I've realized that when I move this camera around, it makes noises like when I'm fussing with the tripod, it makes noises. So sorry about that. All right, so check this out. I got a freaking fan right on me, and it doesn't feel good. Ooh, that's a message. I got a fan right on me, and it doesn't feel good. I don't like it. We don't want fans. Remember that? Marie Antoinette, we don't want fans. We want real friends, right? I'm not looking for a fan. Okay, so what are we gonna choose from today? We're gonna choose from our On the Pith hat. This is pretty cool, actually. So, I've got so many messengers. These all came to me on my trip, you guys. This is pretty cool. So what we have here is the pheasant feathers. See the grouping of pheasant feathers? Aren't they freaking awesome? Saw them on my trip. Hold on. Let's turn them around. There we go. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so that's one cluster of pheasant feathers. Then we've got, this was Albert. When I was staying up in, what was it called? And I'm gonna get you situated and try not to make a ton of noise with the tripod. Okay. All right. So when I was up in Redwood, it's called Redwood Campground up in Boulder Creek, we had a white peacock. And any of the white animals are very, very sacred, right? So he lives there. And what was so sad about Alfred, that's his feather he gave me, his girlfriend got run over. And he was lonely. And what's so sad is he goes through the town calling. And the owner said, you know, I said, why doesn't somebody help him get a new girlfriend? And they're like, no, because peacocks, they mate for life. And I said, yeah, but you know what? She's dead, and he's got to move on. And that's literally a message. Sometimes people choose not to, but he was lonely. He was crying. He wanted someone new. I think it's mean, you know? If you choose to be alone, that's one thing, but nobody should put that on you. He deserves to have someone else in his life. Sometimes kids have issues with their parents moving on. They don't like it, you know? How could you marry someone after mom? How could you marry someone after dad? Well, you know what? I loved your mother, I loved your father, or I love the person that was in my life. I did, but they're gone, and I need to have a life again. I need to move on. So Alfred, that's one. The 3 pheasant feathers, that's the other. And going along, this is Alfred's tail feathers. See the white one? That was his too. And then we've got the vulture feathers, which is the dark one in front of Alfred. And then the one over here, which speaks about death, transformation, and rebirth. Because, while you may have loved someone, while that situation may have been good at one time, while that relationship may have been what you thought you wanted, it's over, it's done, and you need to move on. Death, transformation, rebirth. The beginning looks a lot like the ending, right? That's good. So those are the 3. And then we have the eucalyptus leaves right here. They're very healing. The scent of them is very healing. It's interesting that they've become almost like leather now. Oh my God, they still smell amazing. So we've got vulture feathers, eucalyptus leaves, pheasant feathers, and Alfred's feathers. You can have Alfred's feathers, both of them, the tail feather and the wing feather, because it's time to take flight again, Alfred. And there's actually 3. I see everything in 3s. I choose 3. 3rd time is a charm, full circle completion. I spoke about this today. The Ascended Masters working with you. Remember I said the 3 people that I see with my spiritual twin, and I want them all in one, right? I choose 3. So every single, and I didn't know that, but every single one of these, there's 3 of them. There's 3. Huh. You know what there's only 2 of? Is the pure white ones. There's only 2 of them. Everything else is 3s. Because you know what? Maybe that is telling you about soulmate, because it is soulmate connections and twin souls, and they mate for life, and there's only 2. There's no room for 3, so no third party situation. All right, so those are our messengers, and I'm gonna let you guys just take a look out there, and we're dealing with some strange choices for readings today. I don't know, it's not what I expected, but then it never is, right? Sometimes we got to look with our third eye, not with our real eyes. We just don't see what the hell's going on sometimes. Okay, so I have 4. I don't know what it is with me and 4. I guess that's what the choosing with the tarot originally, you know, the 4 different zodiac signs. Maybe 4 just means the angels, right? The angels are with you. You're completely guided, protected, and loved. But for some reason, I'm constantly choosing 4 decks. But I've got 4 decks, and then I've got 2 other decks that are going to give us clarifiers. And this one deck, the one that I chose first right away, and it wasn't that I chose it right away, it chose me. Isn't that interesting? So it's not the one you chose right away, it's the one that chose you. Wow, because we want what chooses us, right? We do. It was the angels of Atlantis. Makes sense for this mermaid. Correct for neutrality on all levels. So we have the angels of Atlantis. We've got the wisdom of Avalon, which I love. That was the last one, but that was my higher self grabbing. My heart was grabbing that. I didn't have to see it to know it, right? It's like the Grail Knight. I don't have to see him to know who he is. I feel him. So that was chosen by heart. And then we have the Mermaids and Dolphins, which is just very simple, but you know, I like it simple, right? Let's keep it simple, stupid. Let's not overanalyze. Let's not make something more out of something than it actually is. I was thinking about today's reading and how I had to, you know, put that boundary up and stop inviting what was not in my highest good. And I gotta tell you, it still hurt me. I still wanted to. I still saw the person that I connected to energetically, and I felt that energy, and I still felt and saw in my heart the good person that they were. It's just that the way it was we were going about things wasn't appropriate, right? Pretending to be someone other than who you are. But man, I gotta tell you, the love is there. I have love in my heart for that person. I just do. It's hard for me. You know, it's kind of like, well, it's like tough love, and it's like parents, right? when we discipline our kids, and I'm not saying that this person is a kid, but we all have an inner child, right? And when something's not going in the highest light, it's not for your highest good, you have to stop it. This is even in, you know, with our best friend and with the love of our life, right? I don't like the way you're treating me, so I'm not gonna say that I'm okay with it. I'm not okay with it. It's got to be done in a different way, and if we can't figure out how to do it, it's got to end. And I gotta tell you, man, that hurt me a lot. Hurt me a lot. It wasn't easy for me to do that, and it still hurts. Just like, it's not fun to say no to Lily. I want to give Lily all the treats, but when I give her all the treats, she throws up because it's too rich for her. She can't just have treats. Sometimes she has to have regular food, right? You can't always have everything the way you like it. Sometimes you got to hear the stuff you don't like to hear. My landlord and I got into it today. He got upset with me, and I was trying to tell him something, and he got really mad, and he started yelling at me, and I said, look, don't yell at me. Don't come into my house and yell at me. And he's yelling, and I know he was upset, but I was saying something he didn't want to hear. And he's just yelling, like, really loud. And I said, you know what? Don't. I said, go. Leave. Leave. It's kind of like acting like a mom. And I said, leave. You don't come into my house and start screaming at me. And he said, well, you started it. Okay. Well, boundaries. You got to go, right? Doesn't feel good. Now he's downstairs probably licking his wounds because it didn't feel good. But I was just saying something that I was observing, and he didn't like what I was observing. You didn't have to. You don't have to like, you don't have to agree with what I say. You know, I'm just observing something. But don't be disrespectful. Well, maybe he thought I was being disrespectful by saying that. Well, then say, you know what, I don't agree with that, and I don't want to hear it. Okay. I've said that to my dad before, you know, remember? My dad said something, he was upset about something else, which is probably what my landlord was upset about. Like, I'm not mad at my landlord right now, right? My dad was upset, and he snapped, and he turned on my twin. I didn't even know him. And I said, don't do that. It's not okay. And we got into it, and it kind of brought a lot of other things up. Boundaries, and, you know, you come into my house and you treat me this way, and you say these things to me, I'm going to stand up for myself. And you're not going to like what I have to say. Well, don't say the things like that. Don't attack people I love. Right? So, this keeps turning around. Okay, we're ready to rock. So, whoever chose, let's see, I want to put this where it's not going to get, I'll put it up like that so you guys can see it. It's so beautiful. You know what, we're going to choose something, let's see, we're going to choose Little Buddha. Little Buddha. Hi, Little Buddha. There's an ant on Little Buddha. And see, that's the thing. If you don't want the ants all over you, don't leave the food out where they can get them. Don't give them the food that they want, and they'll go away. They'll go find something else to bother, right? So stop giving them the food. The ants, the army ants, you don't want them. All right, here we go. Baby Buddha. There we go. I'm wondering, and I know that I'm probably going to do this again where it's going to make all that noise, and I'm trying not to, so please forgive me. I'm trying to figure out how to do this, where you guys can see. This thing's like an octopus. I'm trying to figure out how to put it out here where it's low enough. I never have this problem for the morning readings. Why I have this problem for the afternoon, for the weekly readings, I don't know. I don't know why this is such an issue every time I freaking try and do this. Annoying as hell. I know that this is really loud, and I'm apologizing right now. I'm sorry. Probably as good as we're gonna get. There we go, baby Bella Buddha. Interesting that I said that name. All right, so I got to see where we're at. We are at 20 minutes and 13 seconds, and we're going to go to the Guardian Angel Tarot. Haven't used this in a long time, mostly because the colors are really washed out, and I've also used this deck on rocks and mountains and beaches, and so I've made it even more difficult to read. See, I also don't use this deck often because the pictures are boring. There's like nothing there. And you know I like to read with pictures, but okay, we're getting the message. So, Angel of Abundance. This is something that I know that a lot of us have been wanting to hear. So basically, there's a little cherub coming forward here, and they're bringing good news. I'm looking at snowdrops and lily of the valley. That's my favorite. I love lily of the valley. Have you ever smelled it? Oh my God, lily of the valley. Interesting. The valley, I live in the valley and Lily lives here. And there's pink tiger lilies and there are blue pansies. They're actually stargazer lilies. So there's different kinds of lilies, lilies of the valley. Stargazers, they smell incredible. Other lilies don't really smell good. But this little cherub is bringing good news. So it's resources, abundance of resources. Now, resources, as we always have spoken about, they can include or may include money. It can be advice, it can be love, it can be friendship, it can be opportunity. And, whoops, what Spirit's basically saying is, these are coming along to help you with whatever it is that you might be needing at this time. So this is a good opportunity to start something new. This is, as I said, the beginning looks like the beginning looks like an end, right? So maybe it could be an end of a whether it's an end of a relationship that starts the ability to begin actually what you really want, what's in your highest good, that you maybe you were tied up with something else before, and now here you've given the opportunity. Or maybe, like I said, it's the ending of a business or a project or a partnership, and now the beginning of a new one. So Spirit wants you to be open to new people that come into your life, but they also want you to be open to people coming back into your life, or maybe people in your life that are there to assist you, people that'll give you ideas and inspiration and thoughts and leads, possibly. Whatever it is, Spirit says this is a good time for your investments. Now, investments, investing your time in relationships, investing your time in projects, investing your money in a business, investing your money in a property, investing time in yourself, right? Time in your spirituality. Who's the better investment than you, right? Self-love, right? Investing time in your health. There's all kinds of things that are coming forward at this time that are in your highest good. It does talk about important contracts, which is really interesting to me. So clearly there's a lot to do with career change, maybe houses, selling and buying. I don't know, partnerships, because contracts, I've been getting this a lot lately. Maybe you're supposed to be, figuring out where to put your money so that you can be in a better place for your retirement, or in a place where you can help your kids, for their schooling, or just for yourself, for later on. For, you're saving up for a house, you're saving up for a car, you're saving up for, like maybe you've got something that you can sell. I've got a friend that's having a garage sale this weekend, trying to get the money together to get a truck, to get moving, changing their life, right? Maybe you've got stuff you could sell. That was funny when my landlord and I both had this kind of like dip in our finances. I said, I'm going to go down to my secondhand store. And my idea was to get rid of old energy, stale energy, right? Stuff I wasn't wearing, stuff I wasn't using. And he says, well, maybe you've got some stuff you can sell. And I mean, they do. I do get money, at this one store. But most of the stuff I just gave away. And it was about, releasing the old. You know what's funny? This top and this skirt, do you know how long I've had this skirt? And this top, I can't tell you. I thought about this yesterday, and I thought to myself, you know, you find things in stores and you think, oh, that's so cute, that's adorable. Do you ever wear it? No, you wear it once. But then you've got these ones that you wear so often. This skirt, I painted in this skirt. You can't tell because I saw it when I was getting dressed. I'll show you a spot on it. Where is it? I saw it. I'm like, oh my God, you got paint on there. Right there, that spot is actually paint. That spot is paint. But you can't tell, it looks like it's part of the pattern. And when this skirt, if I finally get a rip in this, I'm gonna be so bummed. So what I wanna do is when I get some money, this is so simple, it's ridiculous. I don't have a sewing machine. My sister-in-law used to sew for me all the time. This skirt and that black lacy one that I wear all the time. And everywhere I go, people are like, that is so cute. So you got the stuff that you know you really, really like. And it doesn't have to be brand new, you know? You hold on to it. So get rid of what you don't need. Take the stuff that you have that somebody else might like, and you can sell it. Invest wisely with what you have. Also, don't be doing what my mom and I used to do, right? Oh, I like that. Let's buy one in every single color. And then you never wear them, right? Think about what you spend your money on. Invest wisely where you spend your money. Spirit's going to be giving you ideas. Spirit's going to be giving you advice like that, right? No, you don't need 6 of them. You need 1. How many skirts do you wear, Sherry? In all reality? 2, possibly, right? How many do you have? How many pairs of shoes do you wear? Do you know the shoes that I wear? Flip-flops. Flip-flops. My pink ones that I always wear, they just completely wore out. I got them at CVS for $5, and I wore them right out. And now I'm back to these ones, which I got at a secondhand store also. These ones are actually... these are actually really expensive ones, and I got them for like $2. Anyway, it's talking about, this is advice. This is advice. You don't have to get expensive stuff. Use your money wisely. Invest it where you need it. Spirit's giving you the opportunity. So there's just some advice that popped up. Okay, so let's put you guys back down here, and let's see what your little side message is. Side message for you. Let's put this one away. I like things organized. When you live in a tiny home, you have to have everything organized, right? You don't want things taking up space. So everybody gets a message. Oh, they're not here. Oh, they're out here. They're on the table. I've already done it. I've already done it. That's another thing. That is a message. That isn't a message in itself. I was looking, I thought, oh, I got to open up this box, and I had already done it. So a lot of times you think that, you know, oh, I've got to get this done. You've done enough. You've actually done what you need to get done. And you're looking for work, looking for more things. Do you understand? I understand what I'm saying to myself. Don't do it again. You've already done it. Don't do it again. Don't waste your time. You already got it done. Pay attention to what you got done already. You're wasting time. Okay, so everybody gets a message from the angel healing cards, the healing angel cards. I've already shuffled them, but you know I like to have fresh energy. So correct for neutrality on all levels. I love how these shuffle. All right, so your little message, clarity. Close your eyes for a moment. I don't know if you guys can see this as well. Close your eyes for a moment. Let's do that right now. Okay, take a look outside, okay? Take a look. Now close your eyes. Breathe in the blue of the sky. Feel this gentle breeze blowing through you. We've got a breeze blowing right now. There's peace and there's clarity. A magical healing has just taken place. This is a gift from your guardian angel. So this is something you can do. Breathe in a beautiful picture. You can breathe in a beautiful picture of somebody that you love, of an animal, of somebody laughing. Close your eyes and see a picture of something that makes you happy. Close your eyes. Now breathe in the fresh air. Breathe in that love. Breathe in that feeling. What is that feeling? That good feeling. What did you feel right then when you were looking at that? Hold on to that feeling and recognize that is healing you. That was healing me. It was beautiful. I remember that day. It was beautiful. Okay. You're also all going to get another little message. You're going to get... I think the message that you're going to get... Well, let's see. I think you're going to get a message from... animals. These are spirit animals. You know how much I love animals. Ooh, that was really clear cut. So here you see this dove bringing the branch. It's an olive branch, you guys. It's bringing peace. And this is barbs. This is prickles. But there's a hole through that difficulty, and the way you get there is by spreading your wings of love and sending out an olive branch. Bring the olive branch, or be willing to accept that olive branch, and that cuts through all of this sharp criticism, sadness, anger, upset, right? See the situation surrounded in peace. The owl. Oh, I love the owl. Look at him. I don't know what kind of owl I'm looking at here. I don't know if we're not looking at a horned owl. We might be looking at a barred owl. I don't know who we're looking at. But owl is the silent observer. He's coming. What's interesting is the stars and the moon are up here, but there's sun down here. He's coming. This is the divine masculine coming forward. Wow. What's interesting is the owl, maybe this is because the owl is the feminine, the intuition, the goddess energy, right? So she's standing with her arms protecting her divine masculine. Or maybe there's a mother protecting her divine masculine, or there's a father, whatever this is. Maybe this is your inner gentle spirit, your higher self. There's a protection, and look at the wings. I gotta tell you, this is how I feel about my divine masculine. My wings are out, always protecting. But maybe this owl is getting energy from the divine masculine. Look at this. Connecting to the divine feminine energy. Reach for the stars. Reach for the moon, and you'll be among the stars. So the owl talks about seeing what's been kept hidden, what's in the shadow. And it brings about understanding in a quiet way, in a gentle way. It hears very, very accurately at what's being hidden. The yellow of the eyes of the owl illuminate the sun. So in the darkness of whatever's going on, the owl hears through its intuition and its vibration, and it comes through the divine masculine energy that is like the sun during the day, lightens everything that's been shadowed. There's nothing you can hide in the daylight. I see you, right? You're in plain covering. I can see you. No matter what you're trying to wear, no matter what mask you have, I see you. I see you through the light shining through my eyes. Nothing is hidden. And I've eliminated all the darkness because the divine masculine energy is illuminating it. Excuse me. Clearing away. Okay. Now we go to the next messenger, which is going to be, I don't even know who we started with. Did we start with Albert or the pheasants? I don't know who we start with, I'm sorry. If we started with Albert, we're going to the pheasants. And if I ever do this, which I do often, right? If I start with one and I realize at the end I've gone through all of them and I've gone through the same one twice, then I'll put the last one as the one we were supposed to have first. So we're going to go to the pheasants. And we're going to work with the angels of Atlantis. Music starting out there, party time. The angels of Atlantis. Ooh, that was clear too. Patience, says Michael. Archangel Michael. Ooh, and look at the pyramids. I like that. So, Archangel Michael is asking for us to have patience. We got this morning, or was it yesterday, about patience as well. We had to have patience either with ourselves, with others, with maybe projects that we were wanting to bring to fruition. Maybe it was information we've been asking for. All we know is right now, Archangel Michael is asking for patience. Can you guys see that? You can see it, right? Yeah. So the Great Pyramids. 3. Look at that. I said I would choose 3, right? Well, 3 means an ascended master is working with you. And I'm telling you, as a Jehovah's Witness, I know it's different than everyone else, but my belief was Jesus was his name on earth and Michael is his name in heaven. And there's 3 again, the ascended masters working with you. So either he's working in union with the descended masters, but look at how the light is shining from that pyramid straight up. Oh, that is freaking awesome. The stars all around that. That is so beautiful. So you've been trying to manifest something, whether this is a job, whether this is a relationship, whatever it is right now, Spirit is telling us, like we got this morning, this is about allowing. Remember, we do what we're supposed to do, and then the rest of it, we're just supposed to allow and allow Spirit to help us. Well, this is just reiteration from this morning that this is the allowing time. This is the time between the action that we took, and then we hand it off to Spirit. It's also the germination time, right? Like you plant your seeds and then you wait for the grass to grow, right? Well, you can't sit there and pull the grass out of the soil, right? It's gonna come. So what do you do when you're waiting? Go on vacation, relax, enjoy yourself. It's Sunday, fun day. So here again we get patience. Patience, grasshopper. You wanna move so fast, which is me. Patience, grasshopper. Allow some time. This is the time where Spirit's active force, your active force. This is between where you visualized it, then you put it into action, and then there's manifestation, right? So you meditate on what your desire is, but you have to do it without being attached to the outcome, because Spirit steps in and things maybe get altered a little bit. These pyramids of Giza, I've never been there. I know my twin's been there. Can you imagine how long it took them to build? Can you imagine how long? I mean, if you guys, up close, way down here, those are people. Those pyramids are freaking ginormous. Can you imagine, without any tools and trucks that we have in our modern day, how long it took to build those freaking pyramids? But as they were building that, they didn't think that, they weren't considering that they wouldn't last. Look how many gazillions of, oh my God, man hours. And well, we don't want to think about everything that went into it. Everybody that watched the 10 Commandments, watched what they went through, right? All the blood, sweat, and tears and lives that were put into that. But they've stood the test of time. They have stood there for over, gosh, more than 4,000 years, 4,500 years, more. And what's interesting is I said that I choose the number 3. 3 is the number behind manifestation, full circle, completion. Hey, crows. 3, I choose 3. So if you choose 3, full circle, completion, you've got to allow the circle to go. You've got to allow things to go through their cycle, right? You've got to allow something to complete. Full circle, completion. I love that. Okay, for your little special message, healing angel message. I'm tired. I'm going to come out here on my patio tonight in the breeze and I'm just going to doze. Your message. Vision. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is awesome. A positive outcome requires a positive vision. We were just told about that, right? Visualizing. Visualize the outcoming. You've put all stuff into it, but you're visualizing how beautiful it can be. You're not going to put everything in a box, but you are going to visualize a positive outcome. They visualized that these would stand and they would be very successful. They have been. So right now, everybody that's involved in this situation, visualize everything happening in the highest light for everybody. See everybody surrounded in love and light. And you, make sure you include you. Because your love has the power to influence and transform the current events. Remember I said the person that I was dealing with, I have love in my heart for that person. I do. I felt love. I'm not going to contribute to that kind of behavior. But I'm not withdrawing my love from the situation. I see love over the situation and allow Spirit to handle it, right? Your next message, these cards are a little bit sticky, sticking to me, is from Spirit Oracle, actually, Spirit Animals. Just sitting out here, my whole left side is getting burned in the sun, so this isn't good. I've got to wrap up pretty quickly here. I've got sunscreen on, but I'm very fair. Beaver. You know, when I see Beaver, I think just get it done. That's the message for Beaver, just get it done. The Beaver is a very hard worker, and it's about go ahead and do it. Just dig in and see it to completion. That one's biting away, it's breaking up the trees, it's biting into the birch trees, it's building its dam. He's making a little home for his family, safe. And if you look at a beaver dam, they've got all kinds of different entrances, how they can come in and out. They've got open doors. And they're smart. It's like they've got all kinds of tunnelways in and out of their homes, so they can get in quickly from predators, and they can get away quickly. It's thoughtful. It's a hard worker. So it talks about teamwork and honoring all the work that everybody put in, all working together to build this beautiful thing. It's also telling you that your achievement happens because of consistent work, but also enjoying what you're doing. He's in a great place. He's hanging out in the river, hanging out with the trees, right? Keeps a happy attitude. I love my work. I love my work. When your work stops being fun, you're not in the right place. But this guy's building a home. He's building a safe home. He's going to protect what is his. He's got boundaries. He's not going to let just anybody in, right? He knows how to escape a situation if it's not in his highest good. Lots of messages come from the Beaver. Okay. So now we're going to go, what time is it? 42 minutes. We're going to go to the Vulture Feathers, Death, Transformation, and Rebirth. 42 minutes. It was at 5 seconds, but we're going to go, I'm going to say 42 minutes and 10 seconds by the time I shuffle and get some more energy into these cards. Ooh, there was a hangers-on, but I don't take the hangers-on. Remember that? I don't take the hangers-on. That's why I had to cut that cord. Yeah. Set your sights higher. I want clean and clear and free, right? So this is telling you, increase your standards. Expect more for yourself. Do not settle. I will never in my life again settle. Ever. Many of us have settled in our lives, you know. My ex-husband said to me, "You're going to have to settle, Sherry. We all have." I did. And I said, "No, I'm sorry you did, because I'm not. And no, I don't have to settle. And no, I won't settle." And Spirit's confirming that. Reach for the freaking moon and get the star. Look at that rainbow star that you're after. You want that one. You don't want all of those. There's a lot of stars around you, but you want that one. The one looks like Metatron's cube. It's a Merkaba. That's the one you want. It's one I want. And she's got the color of yellow. Can you see that, you guys? Solar plexus. I can do anything I set my mind to, and I deserve it. I'm worthy of it. Yes, I am, and yes, I can, and yes, I will. And when the great wave came, I reached for the highest feeling thought, the better feeling thought, and I see the yellow. My friend, the color of my friend, shining from that star. That's the one I reach for. I reach for the best for myself. So Spirit says, what you've been doing, you've been settling, you've been trying to rationalize the situation, just like I was, trying to say, oh, it's okay. No, it's not. It's not. I deserve the best. I'm sorry. I don't deserve crumbs. I deserve the best. No, I'm sorry. I don't deserve lying. I deserve honesty and truth. I don't need to compromise, and I'm not going to. So if there's a situation that needs to be healed, and that's why things have been going kind of weird, Spirit can fix that. It can heal the situation, or it can replace it with something better. Because we just ask for Spirit's help, and then we listen to the guidance. And what they're saying right now is no. Your heart hurts. You wanted to extend love, but I'm sorry. You deserve better than that, and you've been settling for less than you deserve. So you're not going to do that. So visualize what you have in your heart. Visualize you having it, whatever it is. The perfect job, the perfect relationship, the perfect home, the perfect situation, friendships, whatever, health. You're not going to see less than what you deserve. Dream about what it is that's in your heart. Don't worry about being disappointed. You shoot, like my mom said, Sherry, why don't you shoot for the bottom, you know? Like, because I wasn't going after what was in my highest good. You can go for the best. My mother was very concerned about money, right? She was. So she said to me, you can, and what it was she felt like the person I liked was a bum. She's like, he's a bum. Because it wasn't by her standards, right? She said, you can marry a rich man just as well as a poor man. Now, the point was, I want you to be taken care of. What she should have said was, you can marry a man who puts you first, who elevates you, who thinks of you as precious, just as well as somebody who's selfish and self-absorbed and gives you crumbs. That's what should have been said, right? That's how I look at it. So if that's how I look at it, then that's what I need to hold out for. And friendships, in relationships, and for myself and my own. I set high standards. Somebody said that to me. Actually, my ex said that to me. You've got very high standards, Sherry. I don't expect anything from you that I don't expect from myself. So I set my sights higher. And, you know, when you know somebody's got the ability to bring it, you want to see them do the best. So then see them bringing their best. Doesn't mean you have to replace what's in your heart or who's in your heart. You just see them at their highest. I never look at my twin in his weak part, his ego self. I see him in his highest self. He is my twin. I have to see myself that way too, reaching for the best. So don't worry. Don't be afraid. Song right now. I need more hours with you. Spent the weekend getting even. You spent the weekend getting even. Ooh. We spent late nights making things right between us. Now it's all good, babe. This is funny. 'Cause girls like you go around guys like me. I come through, I need a girl like you, yeah, yeah. However, he's only giving her crumbs. I need a girl like you when I'm coming through. And she's like, sorry, you know, I'm not looking for a white horse in a carriage, right? But I know what I'm worth. How come all the best fruit is forbidden, right? You look at me and you think I'm crazy, but all your girlfriends, the other ones, they're gays. I think that's funny. You spent last night? I spent last night on my last flight to you. On the last flight to you. Ooh. 'Cause I'm going to spend the daylight making things right between us. Now that is what you want. Not, right? You want to spend the daylight making things right between us. You come out in the open, right? I'm not looking for somebody in the darkness. When I come through, I need a girl like you. But you know what? I don't want a guy that comes through and then he's gone. I deserve better. So this song is perfect. So maybe you feel intimidated moving up to the next level. But Spirit says you're ready for whatever it is, whoever this is, whatever this is, you're ready for it. You wouldn't have it in front of you if Spirit didn't say that you can have it. This is reassurance that you can have what you want. So reach for the stars, and then you get open to receiving them and say, yes, please, thank you very much, I'll take it. And look at, they turned it off. All we needed was that one part to be injected right there. Let's see what next message comes for their song. Sacred space. We, your guardian angels, surround you with emerald gold and rose light. Surrender your concerns and worries and enter the sacred space of love and healing, right? Remember, surrender. Don't worry about it. Don't stress it. You just do what you've been asked to do. Surrender the rest to us, and we'll handle it. You know what you're supposed to do. We told you. We told you. Don't put up with any bullshit, right? Sword of Truth says we're cutting through this bullshit. You know what you deserve. You hold on to that, and you be kind. Come from a place of love and understanding and openness. Open your arms. And say, I'm ready. I'm ready. In the meantime, I'm just going to relax. Thanks. Ooh, here comes the stag, the elk. Look at his antennae. He's been around a while. He's noble. He's powerful. He's got stamina. He's got strength. And Spirit says that by pacing yourself, remember patience, slow and steady, and by being courageous, and by communicating, you will have success, but not in just this one situation, but continually if you adopt this attitude. This is about honoring yourself, honoring the age that you've come to. He's lived time. He's lived longer. He knows. I've got lessons here. I've got this behind my belt. I ain't no hollaback girl, right? I've learned my lessons. Doesn't matter. Honor your gender, honor your age. Align with the warrior or warrior-S energy. Choose to be cooperative. Choose to make a bridge from where you are to where you want to be. Choose to allow spirit to be the bridge and then follow that path. Pacing yourself. Consistent, courageous actions with communication will bring continued success. Love that. Love that. Can't beat that with a freaking stick. Okay. So, this is saving the best for last. We had the vultures, we had the pheasants, we had Albert, and now we're going to have the eucalyptus leaves. Okay, the healing. And it smells good. The eucalyptus smells good. Geez, I can't even see you guys right now. The sun's coming. I am getting hot, 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 hot. All right, what is the hours? 51 minutes and 6 seconds. We're going to go to, this is my fave. This is the one my heart chose. The Wisdom of Avalon. Camelot. I see a guy learning how to paddleboard. I can only imagine how hard that is. You've got to maintain your balance. You've got to propel yourself forward. Every muscle in your body is going to be working out. And he's going into the wind. He doesn't know. He's probably not done this before. He's just coming into the bay. The person in front of him is literally sitting down on the canoe. That'd be me. It's a kayak. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I'm going to show you guys when they get out in the open where you can see them. The colors are really pretty. They're the colors of beryl crystal, my favorite crystal. Aquamarine. Oh, there's another. There's a kayaker in the dark coming out of the shadows. So there's one, the color of green, love and healing. And then there's the paddleboarder. And in the middle of them both is the dark one in the shadows. That's interesting. So there's 3. Remember I said I would choose 3? Oh, I love that. Magic Spirit assisting you. What's interesting is one's got a green love and healing kayak. The shadow is in the center, and then it's followed up by the red love and passion. That makes sense, right? Love and healing and passion following. So passion is following the love and healing, and there's the darkness in the center, which both have. As soon as they get there, I'm going to show you guys. All right. Movement. That's right, they are moving. Slow and steady across the water, but they are moving. Here, I'm going to let you guys look at them. Now, I'm going to see if I can, I don't think I can. Can I zoom this in? No, I tried every freaking time, but I can't. All right, I'll let you guys just kind of peer. See down at the end of the 2 boathouses? You're going to see one of the paddleboarders. They were just here a second ago where you could perfectly see them, and now they're hiding. Why is that? There's one. Oh, he sat down. He's like, dude, this is freaking hard. It is hard, I'm telling you. So there's the paddleboarder in the back, Passion. He sat down, he's you know what, standing up, trying to stand up this way. I'm losing my balance, so I'm gonna sit down and get this, I'm gonna get going. There's the green one out in front. Love and healing takes the lead, right? The shadow is always there in the middle, right? Shadow's always there in the middle, but love and healing is moving quickly. And passion was you were getting hung up because you were trying to balance. You were trying to stand when you should sit. You were trying to be before you had become. And so it was taking you a while. So then you finally figured out, you know what? Look at love and healing is just bruising through the front. I'm not gonna fake it. This is who I am. I'm gonna sit down. I don't know the whole way yet, and I'm gonna make headway. And yes, you are following up the back. But out in the front, for all of us, love and healing. And you know who's in the boat with the love and healing? There's a dog in the boat. Best friend. Loyalty, love, friendship, protection. Okay, so movement, you guys. We got movement. We got movement. And you know what's interesting is the water's very calm because that's how you can move fastest. You can move the fastest through calm waters, right? They're in a bay. You've got this boulder, but instead of seeing that as a barrier, this is what I would climb over. I like to climb over rocks, right? Maybe you've made it through. Look at that, 3 and 6 is 9. This morning I said, you know what? You're not even gonna make it to 10. You're quitting at 9 because Spirit says you got everything you need right now, light worker. Get to work. Everything you need, you've got in front of you right now. And there's change. It's all part of the cycle. Do you know what we just heard? 2 little hummingbirds going at it, and they were flying by. They were la, 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 la. So movement talks about many things. It talks about a physical move from where you're at. It talks about maybe you've been stuck, like that paddleboarder was having a hard time. Remember, he was trying to stand. He was trying to be big and brave and badass, but he's going into the wind, and it wasn't smart. He needed to change his direction. He was trying to do the same thing and again, and he was not getting anywhere. So he needed to be flexible. He needed to try a different approach, and he did. He sat his ass down on that passion, and then he made his way, and he's not too far behind love and healing right now. So this is something something that had been restricted is now out of the way. This boulder has been moved out of your way. And Spirit says, you know, new things are about to come into your life, and this is happy. This is good stuff. This is good. Spirit wants you to... Whoa! Did I shut us off? No, I didn't. Spirit wants us to get out of that safe bay. They want us to get out of this safe bay where you were, right? And get out into the open water. And there they are. They've all congregated together. There's passion, there's the shadow, and there's the love and healing. And they're all right in one spot. They got to come out of this safe bay because it's time for a change. It's time to try something new. And that's what Spirit's saying. It's time to try something new. It's time to venture out of that safe space where you've been at. Broaden your horizons. Move forward. You might be traveling to a foreign place. You might be moving your residence. You might be changing your job. You might be just spiritually moving. Whatever it is. If you're thinking about, is this, you know, you've been wondering if you should make the move, the time is now. Spirit said, yes, this is if you're looking for a sign, this is it. Yes. This answer is yes. Now's the time. And it talks about the challenges that come in the way from this movement, whatever movement that you're trying to make at this time, a new job, a new partnership, a new relationship, a different home, a different state, a different way of looking at things, moving up your next level of the way you're, you know, I'm going to stop, you know, doing the same thing again and again and expecting a different result. I'm going to try something different. And when you do that, you watch things move quickly. Spirit says this is a good time to do it because you're not meant to stay in the same place. Any challenges that come up, don't resist them because you can only make progress by letting go of what was, what you did, how it was, the past, and accepting what is to come now. This is a very, very positive message. This is a positive message about change. Very, very positive message. So this is awesome. This is like as soon as you get the lesson, as soon as you realize, okay, I've been doing the same thing and again, and it wasn't getting me anywhere, and it hurt me to change it. It got me out of I had to realize I was going to let go of something that I felt like I had, but I really didn't have it anyway. So I'm going to change. I'm going to stop doing the same thing again and again, expecting a different result. And as soon as you do that, then all of a sudden it's like, wow, that was all you had to do because that was the lesson. And now that you got the lesson, Spirit says, let's go. It can happen that quickly. When Spirit says have patience, and then you get the lesson, as soon as you get the lesson, it's time to move. It's like, holy shit, man, I thought you guys told me to wait. Yeah, well, you did. And as soon as you listened, we gave you what you wanted. Integrity. So here we are being flexible, right? Be flexible, but also be true to you. Yes, I'm willing to bend. Yes, I'm willing to understand. I'm willing to compromise, but I'm not going to compromise my standards. I'm not going to compromise my integrity, my honor, my morality. I'm sorry, and I'm not going to compromise what I deserve. And when I stand in my own beliefs and in my own values, then others will stand by and believe in me. And know this, when you stand in your integrity, you are a person of honor. You will be honored by the people that matter, but most definitely by Spirit and by yourself. You must have honor and respect, self-respect. How can anybody respect you if you're not going to respect yourself, right? Correct for neutrality on all levels. Last and final message. I am so tired. I feel like I have a dream coming. I do have a dream coming because I changed what I was doing. I let go of something even though it hurt me. And now I have a dream coming true. Oh my God, Beaver. Go ahead and just get it done. So we just talked about movement. So this is talking about maybe getting a house together. Someone's building a house. Remember I said there's been a lot of building going on. I talked yesterday when I was on the lake about how that family compound down there, they were going to do something, and then, you know, the grandfather talked to me and he says, you know, people want me to turn this into a parking lot, and I'm like, and he says, when will I get out of debt? And I said, as soon as you sell your property. And he says, I love my property. And I said, don't sell it. Don't sell your property. Some things are worth being in debt over. You know, if it matters to you, if it's beautiful for you, don't get rid of it. It's hard work, but it's worth the effort. That could be a relationship. Don't walk away. Dig in, see it through to completion. Whatever matters to you, dig in and see it to completion. The builder of your home, the home of your heart, your spiritual home. Remember, Spirit said the heart is the center of the home. What do you have to do to clean up that home? Don't worry about other people's backyards. Remember, what are you going to do about what those people are doing? I'm not worried about that. I'm taking care of my home, right? I'm going to have safe borders. I'm going to put up boundaries. I'm going to find ways of, you know, safe places to come in and make sure that I have places where I can retreat that are peaceful. And I'm going to work hard at it. And I'm going to be happy about it. And when I'm tired, I'm going to sleep. I'm going to be conscientious with the words that I speak and the things that I do and the actions that I take. I'm building a home to last. I want to build my home on a firm foundation. I want to build my relationship on a firm foundation. I want to build my friendships on a firm foundation. I want to build my spirituality on a firm foundation. I'm not trying to cut corners. I have no problem putting in the work. I'm going to be a team player. I want to be a team player. Spirit says we're on each other's team, right? We've not, wait till you're announced. We're on each other's team. We've not yet used all of our graces. The dogs that are howling and barking at the door, the vultures, they'll be kept on chains. They're all competing for a love that they won't receive because what's yours won't go past you. You just do your job and we'll bring to you what's yours. You be honest, stand in your integrity, be a team player, and we'll bring you a team player because that's what we want. And always remember that Spirit's always on our team. We're never on our own. Did we get a little... We did, didn't we? I think we did. I think that was our last message because integrity was our last message. All right, you guys. And I'm not going to go on and on like I always do. I'm tired. Tired? Taut? So if you would like to have help with a reading, private reading, dream analysis, long distance Reiki healing, my website is www.theangelswhisper.com. My email address is sherrycolumbus@yahoo.com, SHERRICOLUMBUS. I would be honored. Look at my happy Buddha. He's so much more happy that he's out of the beating sun. I get to see him. All right, you guys, I hope you're having a beautiful Sunday fun day. I'm actually feeling a little bit nauseated. I am. It's hot and my stomach's hurting a little bit, so I'm going to go take care of me. I have a dream coming. Maybe I'll come out in a little while, and like I said, they've given it up. They've decided, you know what, we went out, so retreat. When it gets tiring, like right now, I'm tired, so I'm going to go back into where Safe Harbor is. You can always go back home. When you go out and Spirit says go out and get out of your comfort zone and try something different, right? Challenge yourself. You can always go back into Safe Harbor, but you need to expand. You need to take a chance, right? You need to risk. Get out there. All right, you guys, that's the end of it. I love you. Gotta be careful. My vulture feathers falling out of my hat. Look at how weathered this guy is. That's actually one of the ones that I thought were my most favorite. It's been through a lot. Kind of reminds me of my Prince in Dusty Armor. He's black, and he went through a bunch of surgeries, and his hair it came back in gray like that. He's not black like he used to be. He's kind of motley looking. And we love him. He's healthy and he's strong. And he wears his scars with pride, and we don't love him any different. Look at the rainbow color in him. Isn't that beautiful? Right. He's love and light.